Hey folks, it's Matt once again, and as you've probably seen by now, I've been reviewing quite a few films dealing with numbers. And I had this film because I bought this for cheap a long time ago to, I think, give it another chance because I love the actor, Al Pacino, in this film called 88 Minutes. And got this for cheap long ago. These reviews, a heart-pounding thriller. Pacino is electric, keeps you guessing till the end. James Thomas, a first look airing on NBC. What the fuck? Well, really? First look airing on a... They literally had to tell you what the fuck first look was. Just be like, what the fuck is first look? Well, it's airing on ABC. They get a big cock in your mouth. Greg Russell, a movie show plus. What the fuck is movie show plus? Pacino is excellent, very suspenseful and thrilling. Bullshit my dick. Alright. John Avnet, who directed this, he directed a film called Red Corner with Richard Gere, which I haven't seen. After this, he would direct another piece of shit with fucking Al Pacino called Righteous Kill, which, that's a film with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro together, and he ruined two movies that could have been good with Al Pacino, and this fucking hack of a director ruined it. He produced and directed this. The guy who wrote this, Gary Scott Thompson, I think he wrote Split Second with Rutger Hauer, and I'm like, I love Split Second with Rutger Hauer. What the fuck happened with this? But of course, that's why I blame the director, who produced it as well. John Avnet, you're a fucking hack. I don't know why the fuck Al Pacino trusted your ass with this movie, let alone going to another movie like Righteous Kill. I don't even know which is worse, because they both take good ideas and they ruin them. Like this. Al Pacino, I enjoy as an actor. He did a film called And Justice for All, which I want to review sometime. It's a great movie. Fantastic film, fantastic performance. I love Scarface. I love Heat. I reviewed Heat with him, Robert De Niro, directed by Michael Mann. Love Heat. I know he's going to be in a film with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, directed by Martin Scorsese, called The Irishman. I look forward to that. I enjoy Al Pacino, but it's like, man, this guy's not given much of roles nowadays, or he's just taking stuff just to get by, because the way movies are nowadays, I don't know. But if you were to tell me, hey, here's an Al Pacino film, this is a guy who's an electric, at times can be a very energetic actor, which I love, and, you know, put him in a movie where he gets a phone call and, hey, you have 80 minutes to live. And I'm thinking, okay, that's like a drama version of Crank. Well, not exactly, but I'm just saying, you have this amount of time to live. If I just see a guy like Al Pacino pulling that off. If you get a director that just wants to really keep the tension going and keep the pulse racing, to really have a, as it's called, a heart-pounding, like a pulse-racing thriller, this isn't it. I swear there are fucking times that you forget there's a clock fucking ticking. It's not thrilling. It's shit. There's more fucking red herrings in this than a slasher film from the 80s. If you think Prom Night with Jamie Lee Curtis has red herrings, this has that film beat. You have Neal McDonough, who is Bison, that Street Fighter Legend of Cum Lee. And it's like, I swear, 9 times out of 10, when he's in a movie, it's going to be shit. I think he was in Captain America: The First Avenger, and I don't think that's a shit film. But 9 times out of 10, when he's in a movie, it's shit. This is one of those times. As the psycho who's behind bars. The beginning are these 2 women, roommates. One gets held upside down, then both of them. And you get the idea that the killer, like, cut this woman and maybe raped her while she was upside down. And then this cat starts meow, meow, and someone goes, shut that damn cat up. And the killer tries to get to the cat, and then one becomes alive and screams. And right there, I'm like, your tension-fueled movie has your killer being stopped because a cat won't shut the fuck up. Because the pussy is talking. He fucked the pussy, so another pussy is talking smack. So you get Pacino as this forensic psychologist. It cuts right to the trial. Neal McDonough gets found guilty, and he tells Pacino, "Tick-tock, doc." And I wish Pacino would be like, "Suck my cock, you fuck." I wish Pacino did that. That's what he needs. He needs more of that vicious anger fuel, but you don't see it. At times, he just seems so tired. I mean, maybe because he's working with a dumbass like John Avnet. I don't know, but he just at times I wish you had a better director dealing with this. Joe Schumacher, for example. And people are like, really, Joe Schumacher? Yes, I said Joe Schumacher because 8mm, which I'm going to review, that's a good thriller. Falling Down with Michael Douglas, Phone Booth with Colin Farrell. That's 3 thrillers that are really good and do their jobs. Falling Down, 8mm, Phone Booth. And, change some stuff with the script. Maybe it would work a lot more. It will work a lot better than this. Like John Avnet, he's never done a single thing I thought was worth a shit. And this is what I'm talking about. Pacino wakes up. He wakes up to a fucking rap song on his fucking alarm clock. I'm like, this movie does not need a rap song. It does not need Al Pacino being woken up by his alarm clock and have a fucking rap song playing. And then he turns and there's a naked girl with her leg up doing yoga with a fucking electric toothbrush. And I'm like, you find out later this was a girl that he had for the night that they met, went back to his place. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, that's awkward. You cut, and then there's a girl with her leg up with an electric toothbrush staring in a fucking mirror? So you have William Forsythe, he's in the film, and he's not playing a bad guy. He's a cop who calls Al Pacino, says there's another dead body, meets with the guys, says something about how, hey, this looks like the guy that you had a testimony and put away. And again, just what the director was thinking. In the scene, when Pacino meets with these guys, he's offering them cookies and milk. And I'm like, why is he offering these guys cookies and milk? Is this an attempt at humor? What is this an attempt at? What's the effect? I'll tell you the effect. It's pissing me off. That's the effect. You keep the $5. I will, mister. Fuck. And then they're looking at him very suspiciously. I'm like, because he offered cookies and milk? Yeah, I would look at him suspiciously too. But no, it's because they get a video and this woman saying, oh, the Neal McDonough, he's innocent. He's innocent. Al Pacino made it all up. And even during the video, she even says, come on, I read what you told me to read. But then they're still going, maybe that person is right. Maybe you did. Maybe you were wrong. Maybe you had the wrong guy. I'm like, you just heard on the video she was told to read that. Why are the FBI? What did I think for the FBI? Fuck with bumblefuck idiots. I know that's long, but they might as well be fuck with bumblefuck idiots. That's what they are in this movie. That's how fucking stupid they are. It's just, you just saw a video where this like, I read what you told me to let me. Obviously, if she read it, maybe, I don't know, it's a lie, because, killers lie. they're ready to kill. I think they're ready to lie. So why are you believing, like, maybe he's wrong? Oh, it couldn't be just the killer could have just told another person, hey, do all this, and, maybe get me free. Throughout the film, you get these haphazard flashbacks where Pacino had a sister. You find out later that she was killed. And then finally, he gets a phone call. You have 88 minutes to live. And right then, we should be going. It's, oh shit, 88 minutes to live, and it's ratcheting up, and what should I do next? And ratchet up that tension. And no, it doesn't. Because the next scene, he goes into trying to teach a fucking class, and pretty much ignores it. And then anytime this call happens, and he's talking to his voice, he's never facing the class. He's always like, what? And I'm like, why don't you turn your head and look at the classroom and see if anyone else is on their phone talking to you? Or try to do it nonchalantly. Oh, yeah? And then you look at it. No, he's totally behind them, not even looking at him, just like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? And then after they hang up, then he's looking. And I'm like, why don't you look when you're on the phone so that maybe you can catch them on the phone too? It's just an idea, just a thought. Just a thought. And this is another movie that flashbacks can work in a film like any tool if it's used right. Here, I think it's used poorly. There's just a way overusage of flashbacks to the point I'm like, stop with the fucking flashbacks. And this movie's just getting desperate for a shitload of red herrings. And it's like, this isn't working, man. All these red herrings, they don't work. He gets to a parking garage. Leelee Sobieski, if you don't remember her, she had like 5 minutes of fame where she was in this one film called The Glass House. I think she was on a TV movie or something called Joan of Arc. She was in the film Joyride. And this is around the time, again, she had her 5 minutes of fame. Not that good of an actress. Subpar actress. There's a reason why it was only 5 minutes. I'm sorry, she couldn't act. He finds her hurt. She said, oh, I bit the guy. So he's looking around, stopping people to see, I guess, if there's a bite mark on them. Takes her to security. And another thing with this film, with this script, is like they didn't know what the fuck the bad guys wanted to do. Because sometimes it seems like they want to kill him. Because there are times where, hell, there's one instance where a motorcycle goes straight for them, and he nearly gets him and this girl out of the way. Where they're shooting at him, and they blow up his car. And I'm like, well, you don't know exactly. Him and this girl, who you find have nothing to do with it, they could have been inside the car and do it. They could have been 2 feet away and do it. And you're trying to kill him. Are you trying to kill him? Or are you trying to frame him? Or is he going to die in 88 minutes? Why are you trying to kill him now if you said he has 88 minutes to live? Why are you trying to frame him and like, oh, we're going to leave this evidence over here, but then you don't try to kill him in a car bomb? When you think, oh, well, shit, if he died in a car bomb, yeah, he just car bombed himself. Yeah, he just car bombed himself. No, you'd be like, maybe with these fuckwit FBI guys, maybe they think that way. But no, a rational person would go, someone murdered him. I bet he didn't do it. Bet it has something to do with McDonough here. So which is it? Do you want to frame him? Or do you want to kill him? Or do you want to wait the 80 minutes for him to die? Which is it, movie? Pick one. You can't have all three as like, wait, but that one worked with that, and that one worked with that. This girl who was a student of his, and did maybe a little bit that she had a crush on Pacino, and they have like this little subplot where she has a friend who was her boyfriend, would beat her up, and later on goes to Pacino's place, and then he gets shot. I'm like, no one bought that this guy was going to be the killer. It's like a red herring that's so... It's one of those... They try to make it so obvious that it's like, it's not. they do the opposite. It's obviously not him. So the subplot was completely pointless. He sent a recording of his sister's death, which only a handful of people could get to. He calls Neal McDonough, who says, "You lied about me and you falsified evidence, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, Neal McDonough. You're this close away to fucking being an albino bitch. The boyfriend of the girl comes by, he gets shot, Pacino gets shot at. There's a fire in his apartment. I'm like, okay, do they want to kill him and then almost kill with a car bomb, or do they want to frame him?" And the reason this whole thing is 88 minutes, Pacino finally tells the girl, when his sister died and they caught the guy said it took him 88 minutes to kill her. This other girl that it's like his secretary, who is a lesbian, and the reason she's a lesbian is because she finally breaks down to Pacino saying, "I broke security protocol, and this one of your students made an advance to me, and I took it." And even then, they say that was Leelee Sobieski. And I'm thinking, okay, so she's the killer. She's the one doing this. Then the movie wants to make us think we're idiots. And, oh, it's not really her. And I'm like, no. Maybe because I know a lot about movies. And that's not me being egotistical. It's just, I watch a lot of movies. When you have someone who is, I don't know if I call her famous, but she's been in other movies. She's not just a fresh face who's never acted before. Well, she acts like she is, but like I said, she's a subpar actress. I'm like, it's her. Forsythe thinks it's Pacino because they find this evidence, and even Pacino's going, "What, did I blow up my own car? Did I burn my own apartment down? Can't you see this is a frame-up?" I'm like, I agree, Pacino, but Forsythe, unfortunately, is the victim of a stupid screenplay. Or if it was a better screenplay, maybe the director fucked it up. I don't know. Someone said it best, unless you know the final shooting of the movie, you can't blame the writer, because you never know what the hell got changed, and they change shit, but then they'll keep that guy as the patsy for the writing, so I don't know who's to blame. I don't know. I just know John Avnet hasn't... John Avnet I blame more because at least this writer, he's done something I like called Split Second with Rutger Hauer. I love that movie. That's a very underrated film. I reviewed that film. John Avnet, on the other hand, hasn't done jack or shit of any impressive stuff to me. And then he fucked Al Pacino again in Righteous Kill. So the finale goes to the building. One woman he knows is tied up. The other is upside down. And just this whole thing, Al Pacino just looks tired. He just looks fucking tired. And this whole back and forth, the villain explaining everything. The villain, ooh, is Leelee Sobieski. Pacino answered the phone. He didn't really shut off. He let it go, so Forsythe could hear the girl pretty much explaining everything. Misexposition, like a James Bond movie. And Forsythe shoots her. He grabs the rope, saves the woman who's hanging upside down, pulls her up. Forsythe gets to the two girls. They're all safe. Pacino calls Neal McDonough and says, "Hey, you failed. You got 12 hours to live when they execute your ass. Goodbye." Goes the phone. Why'd you give it away? So that you don't have to see the movie. But hey, make up your own mind. If you still want to see the movie, go for it. If you like the film, more power to you. I don't get it. I don't understand, but more power to you. I think this could have been a good concept. Al Pacino in A Race Against Time. But Pacino's electric. I don't know what version of the film he saw. James Thomas. I don't know what version you saw. Can I see that version? Can you loan me a copy? Also, Pacino is excellent, very suspenseful, thrilling. Hey, Greg Russell, can you give me your copy of the film that's that? I would love to see it. My copy must be fucked up, because the copy I got is shitload of red herrings, like 50 fucking red herrings, a piss poor development where they can't even get straight what the fuck the villains want to do. They want to frame them, they want to kill them, they want to not kill them. Though you have 80 minutes to live, but not really, but you do. And it just, at times the movie forgets that there's a time, like, hey, you're on a time limit. Because there's so many moments where him and this girl just stop for casual conversation. I'm like, are you even worried? You're on this ticking clock. What the fuck? There should be a big, fast pace going. And I saw a movie do that this year well, called Kidnap. Technically, it was a race against time, but it was just a race against to get her kid back. That was a movie that, boom, 15 minutes in, when it went, it did not stop, and it kept going. That's one of the reasons why I love Kidnap with Halle Berry. They came out this year. If it had that kind of pacing, and shit, this happens, this happens, this happens, man, he's going through the ringer, of course, that makes it, in my opinion, a good movie. But Al Pacino is given not much of shit to do. Hey, if you're a big fan of Al Pacino, you want to see it, I don't blame you. And if you're wondering what that is, this case is broken, but I don't care, because I don't care if this movie gets scratched. I don't care at all, because I never cared to see this film again. But anyway, this movie fucking sucks ass. Thanks for watching, take care, and next time we'll review a better thriller called 8mm. See you guys later.